That tune was left off the prom playlist this past weekend, just to let you know. Thank you for coming tonight, parents, guests, friends, family. It's been a pleasure to work with the Symphonic band this year. They've been a really great bunch of students, great bunch of young musicians, and I've gotten to know a lot of them very well for this past year, even if they haven't had me for the past year. Some of them all 3 years since freshman band, which is wonderful. So thank you for letting me conduct them and being real with them. It's been a pleasure. So I'd like to thank the parents. I'd like to thank our family and friends. I'd like to thank our boosters I'd like to thank our administration here at Western High School. I'd like to thank Mr. Tate and Mr. Malcars for all the time they put into putting these great productions on here at the high school, not only the band concerts, but the musicals and everything like that. It's wonderful. If you've taken a chance to look at your program, at the back insert there is the number of band boosters that have contributed to our program, their financial need. And I'd like to throw out again a thanks to our band boosters that put in a lot of hours too for this program. Without them, I really don't think this program would be the way it is today. So thank you to the boosters, both those that contribute financially and those that help out throughout the course of the year with the jazz dinner events and the marching band chaperones and the events that they put on. So thank you to band boosters, and I highly encourage you, if you haven't, going into our 100th year of bands next year, thought about contributing to the band in some way, either it's time or financial obligation, but we would greatly appreciate it. We can't do anything without the boosters. So please consider it for next year, going into our 100th anniversary of bands. It is greatly needed. So thank you again for coming out tonight. Last group I'd like to thank is our Symphonic Band, again, for a great year, and especially the group, the class of 2019. So if you are a class of 2019 senior in this ensemble, please stand and be recognized. And thank you, seniors. You guys know what to me, so congratulations. Good luck on Sunday. Last week we had an opportunity to work with a conductor on the next piece that we're playing for you today. He's a band director at Thompson Junior High School in Oswego, Illinois, and he's actually an alum of Westboro High School, class of 1983. And it's been wonderful to have him and work with our students last week. In '83, he was on the other side of the podium, and so tonight he's on the podium conducting this next tune, The Rowan Tree. So we would like to invite back to the Westeros stage, not only conducting our symphonic band kids, but also her daughter, who is in the trombone section. This is The Rowan Tree by Randall Standers. So please welcome back to the stage, class of 1983, and conductor for The Rowan Tree, Mr. Dan Harrison.
Band director can't be here without talking on a microphone. But I would just like to say, first of all, thank you to Mr. Zierkowski for this wonderful, tremendous honor to be here tonight and be able to conduct the Westboro High School Band. 36 years ago, about this time, I had the most incurable case of senioritis, and all I wanted to do was be away from this place. Seniors, you might have a sense of what I experienced a while ago, and how amazing it is to be back here and be in this auditorium and to have all those memories come flooding back, and good memories. And it's amazing what time will do. Seniors, here's a little fatherly advice. Time will make you really appreciate what you have here and what you experienced here. And to say that band at Westboro High School set a course for my life is about the greatest understatement I could possibly make. My father was my band director here at Westboro High School. Little did I realize that was going to be my career, and so I'm just very thankful to be here. And I have to say one more thing, and that is to these students who I came in on Thursday and worked with them on this piece a little bit, and they're wonderful. And George Michael used to say, band kids are the greatest kids in Aurora, and he was absolutely right, because these kids were so flexible and adaptable and attentive, and they were silent and listening, and it was just fantastic. And we made music together and we talked about this piece. I just had a blast, and I hope they did a little bit as well. So this is The Rowan Tree by Randall Standish.